Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and it's time to take, well, the televator for the second to last time. We do have to take it to get back down. And so we are on the operations deck. We haven't been here since like the beginning of the game. And doors are locked. We need to... Oh boy. Hey, I found the SAX. So just kind of turn this into a war of attrition. You can out-damage race this thing. It's not super bad. You can see the plasma beam is doing a ton of damage to it. And then we get to Phase 2. Phase 2, this is not what Samus looks like. This guy's not super challenging. And... oh, yeah, you gotta walk near it, and then it collapses. And then we have Core X with the Ice Beam. Am I going to restore the Ice Beam, or am I just going to die to this thing? Ah, I'm going to restore the Ice Beam. Hey, get back here! I'm not going to restore the Ice Beam. That's a recharge and a save room that we never stepped foot into. And we'll never be able to again. But now this door's open. And we have 3 minutes to get out of here. Wouldn't really be a Metroid game if you didn't have a self-destruct countdown to try and avoid. I like the voice in the background here too, telling you, that the coordinates are set for SR388. And the doors will kind of lock behind you along the way. I skipped that recharge room. Hopefully we won't need it. Well, we'll just make our way down this way. Screw attack takes those things out. And, oh my, what happened here? Can I go back to the recharge room? I guess not. Well, this is bad. And we only have 2 minutes. So whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen quickly. Oh look, that thing's weak to the Ice Beam. It's an Omega Metroid, by the way. Oh hey, can we absorb the Ice Beam now? And you can actually run into the guy and die there. Now, if the Omega Metroid hits you, it'll kind of freeze your... freeze your thing for a moment. So, yeah, just, ouch. You're way too close. There are better ways to do this than what I'm doing, but, and we can charge it up, too. Kind of a neat looking Ice Beam. Now we got Ice Beam and Ice Missiles. Now we should probably evacuate. That was a very massive self-destruct explosion that took out an entire planet with it. Okay, it's video game logic. We're not going to argue. That perfect military mind, the wisdom of Adam Malkovich, continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. My incredible reunion with Adam may have saved the universe. But how will the beings of the universe view our resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this, and he spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry. One of them will understand. One of them must. I've reflected upon his words, and I see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by our experiences. They are the limits of our consciousness. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. Just one detail still bothers me. The ship can only be started manually, yet before I faced the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam? Lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. They lent me a hand. And they somehow drove a ship or something off of planet Zebes in the last game, Super Metroid, as we escape. So, yeah, that is all for Metroid Fusion. Overall, I know a lot of people don't like this game as much due to the linearity of it, but I don't mind that as much, as you probably saw with my Super Metroid run. That's typically how I play Metroid. I'm not normally one to do a bunch of wall jumps and bomb jumps and try to skip around and do things as out of order as possible. Never really been my style, but I did really enjoy this game. I love the story and plot behind it too. It's unfortunate that you can't skip scenes after you've been through it a lot, but yeah, I like the whole SAX, the X-Parasite. I love the setup in the beginning. I do kind of wish, though, there was more battles or run-ins with the SAX, like especially after the computer tells you that there's 10 SAX on the board, or no less than 10. And, you know, you would expect to run into them more often if that was the case. And I think it would have been neat to have, like, maybe after you beat the game, have, like, some sort of randomization happen where sometimes you enter a room and the SAX will be in there, and you'll have a short skirmish with them. That would be kind of interesting. But other than that, you know, very enjoyable game. Tons of power-ups. They just give you tons and tons of missiles. And even the energy tanks were pretty plentiful. Some of the bosses were challenging. They were very challenging the first time through. Still really enjoyed it. The challenge, even you even saw some of the bosses give me a hard time here. So, yeah, it's nice to know that there's always, you know, this is always a fun Metroid to come back to. That's what it is. It's fun. And this is going to show us the 100% ending. We're under 5 hours. And our rate for collecting items is 100%, and there's a picture of Samus. And so, with that, we'll put this game to bed, and I'll see you all next time. This has been Late Night Mega. Good night, everyone.